Hello, everybody. I think I'm ready to get started. Welcome, Chris. So before we dive into what the game is about, I'd like to give a special shout out to one streamer in particular who definitely helped with the run. Came up with a lot of the routing, ended up doing a couple of proof of concept runs. So I'm going to give them a special shout out at the beginning of the run. Now, I'm not going to be following everything that person did. In terms of their run, I want to make sure we go through, we talk to NPCs, but I want to try some of these strats out. My experience with this game is that I beat it as a kid. I beat it maybe 4 years ago, and I played alongside this particular person that played it. And I said, one day we're going to revisit this game, and we're going to show it off on our own. So for those that haven't seen what the game is all about, essentially, we're playing as a young boy inventor who is slowly figuring out an evil scheme that we defeat with the power of our robot buddies. So, chat, you're going to have to name not one, but two characters, the boy inventor and his first robot. So keep it in mind. You've been tasked with this. And yeah, I guess we could just jump into the game itself. It's a turn-based game, and we'll be going over mechanics as we go throughout. I have an absolute wall of notes, since I'm looking to level up at very specific times and get very specific combos of stuff. So while you think about names, let us pause the music. Oops. I did not mean to actually close that. That's unfortunate. And let's go ahead and jump into the game itself. So we can see our boy adventure running off screen, chased away by the hackers. And there's our first robot buddy, potentially. Also, chat, you get to choose the color. So we'll be taking appropriate edits in the YouTube version, so you don't have to sit through this. So this game was originally, I believe, called Slapstick in Japanese. But anyway, let's read the intro, and we'll go back to more of the game itself. Space, ... Many forms of life exist there. Oh yeah, it's not a very serious game for sure. Somewhere in space lies a planet called Quintet and a town called Roko. Where could Quintet come up with a name for their Enix game? For a planet? It could be anywhere. They could have gotten the inspiration from anywhere, chat. Roko is a small town with a thriving culture. A livable town. People were happy to live there. Yeah, I love shop. We'll be going to shop in all exclamations at some point in the near future. But the peace didn't last long. ... Ooh, fade to black. So we'll be spending extra time talking to all the townspeople. It's not technically required. Oh, there's the evil Pumpkinhead. One day, a rogue band of pirates called Hackers appeared in Roko. I actually forget his name offhand. We'll find out eventually. They spread evil all around Roko. It's like Blackmore or something. Robbing. Destroying. Oh, they smashed the sandcastle? What jerks. Disrupting. Oh, parking at the no parking. Then, androids created by them appeared, and anxiety mounted. I love hacker in this super stretched out text there. No one knows where they're from, or why they came. Into Roko, the son of an inventor, moved. Like the cops chasing the hackers. His dream was to be an inventor like his father. Yeah, so like the research and development machine, aka the R&D machine, with the classic Famicom controller. It's even got the same colors, I believe. I'm more used to the gray and purples. Well, I guess we blew up the lab. We did well. And that, chat, is the introduction to Robotrek. So essentially, we're going to be in charge of maintaining these robots. And I have very specific stat breakdowns I need to follow. As I said before, we're going to go through all sorts of things here. We had the colors over here. It hits you in the nostalgia. Oh. Well, our options are start game, copy log, erase log. You might notice the text is very similar to Illusion of Gaia, a game we played before. And in fact, there's a couple sprites that I'm pretty sure are one-to-one ripped from Illusion of Gaia / used across the games. I forget the exact order that they came out, other than this is before Terranigma. Well, I guess we're gonna choose our save file, so let's choose our first save file. So chat, you have, oh, not 8 characters, you have 7 characters to name the protagonist. So I think with the help of editing magic, we're going to take a little cut here, and then when we return on YouTube at least, we're gonna go right into the name character. So now that we've chosen our name, let us continue. We are Mickey. Mickey? Mickey, please wake up. So, you don't want to. In that case... Explosion sound. Akihabara says, ha ha ha, you're finally awake. You slept for a long time. While you were sleeping, I finished unpacking your room. Oh, we gotta change this text speed immediately. Please, get up. Nagisa wants to meet you. She just finished unpacking. Alright, so let's reacquaint ourselves with the controls. Alright, so, oh, fast. Ooh, stereo. Okay, so let's go through the inventory very slowly. So we have a giant equipment menu, or a consumable item menu, excuse me. We have the ability to reorder our robots, which we don't have yet. We can look at our character stats, so we see we have 2 megs, like megabytes, to level. We have 40 program points, which will make more sense when we have the robots. We'll be getting 10 program points every time we level. We start with no gold. I don't remember what the fist does offhand. I think we're done here. So it's not a bad menu. I'll give it that. It's fine, because Quintet is kind of booty at giving appropriate menus. Let's be real, chat. Think about it. This is from the makers of Illusion of Gaia and Terranigma. They don't know how to do menus, so this is like the closest to usable we've seen so far. Connect. Welcome to Quintet Network. ActRaiser 2, Illusion of Gaia. Popular new releases. Buy them. Okay, well, I guess that frames where this was released. No carrier. Okay, so this game has a ton of hidden items. So I'm gonna check to see if there's any bonus items here. But essentially what I'm looking to do is investigate the bookshelves. We can see that there's things like Inventor's Friends. So I'm just showcasing where these are so chat can see them. But essentially, based off our level, there's 500 gold that I 100% needed. We can go forward and create items when we get to specific points in the game. Now, this book I'm going to come back to later. So remember, there's a level 7 book here. I want to check out, I think it's the fridge has something I need, or maybe it's the box next to it. A cure. Found another cure. Found a clean. So we can take a look at what these items do, just so chat has a reference. So cure does pretty much what you think it does. Heals the robot. Clean deals with the status ailment known as rust. So rust is kind of like poison in this game's universe, and it is horrible. It doesn't go away unless you use it. However, we're going to be playing in such a way that hopefully we never get rusted. So I'm going to be avoiding very specific groupings of enemies. So sorry, chat, I'm not going to be fighting literally everything that we see. Talk to our father, who's dodging us. Oh, what a pro. Oh, what a pro! We're gonna talk to the mayor today. Hurry before it gets dark. Kurogane meow meows at us. I know this was a modern game with the advertisements. Nagisa says, good morning, Mickey. Look tired from moving. At least everything's unpacked now. Today you should pay your respects to the mayor. He's in the big building. It's located up from here right now. When you're through, come straight back here. Don't wander around. I could go here early. Okay, no, it won't let me. So we're just checking for bonus items. Okay, so we're in Rokoko. Must have just moved into that house. Better tell you a little about this town. Always ring the doorbell before entering a house. If you get into trouble, let's go exploring later. Mickey looks in the mailbox. There's nothing here. Okay, chat, hold on. Let me get this BS out of the way. Where is it? Is it right here? Here we go. This right here, chat, is gonna save us a lot of time. This is why you take the notes. I don't remember what NPC gives you a hint that that's there, but we're taking that early. This was a peaceful town until the hackers came. Now it's dangerous. Be sure to lock your doors. Talk to old man. Hey, are you Dr. Akihabara's son? I can't talk with this name. Dr. Akihabara used to live in this town. When his invention failed, it really caused a stir, and he moved to a place outside of town. Sure, let's ring the doorbell. Actually, what happens if I just try to... There we go. Let's talk to this character early. What do you want? You can't just barge into people's houses. My mother is the mayor's receptionist. If you have business, go there. Okay, so we're just introducing these characters so you have a context for what we're gonna do. Crispy Shop, a tool shop to make life easier. We're not gonna go in the shop just yet. We're gonna save that for later. We're gonna ring all the doorbells though. So let's remember Carl's mother is the receptionist. That's actually an important plot point. Oh, you're the young inventor who moved next door. Young but distinguished. Tell me if there's anything I could do. Such a hard worker, and I'm on your side. Do you even have anything for us to loot? Strange mushrooms, but there's a lot of them? Wait, what? Is she a mushroom dealer? What's going on, chat? Mickey found the nice lady book. Today's menu, mushroom yogurt. From now on, a healthy diet. Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense. Well, as you can imagine, chat, this room is not needed to complete the game. I just want to show off the town before we actually do anything with the plot. Let's talk to you. That guy snoozing under the tree tells some interesting old stories. You tried talking to him? Ring the doorbell. Let's talk to the grandma. What? What? I'm a little hard of hearing. Can you talk a little louder? What? Inventor. Even if you're young, you can invent lots of things for people. Cat just says meow. It's not Kurogane. It doesn't get named. So we're just gonna explore the town for a little bit. Get a little sense of things. Mickey has found the old album. The old woman was pretty when she was young. Oof. Damn, judged hard by the kid. Mickey's found the diary in his hand. It's the young man's diary. Month X, day X. I went to her house again today. Again, her father turned me away. They say our families are not on speaking terms. What has that got to do with the two of us? So there we go, chat. We're getting the hard lore. I think only important locations have items, but we kind of have like little throwaway plot details if we explore. Beware, the tunnel is dangerous. Do not enter. The management. We're going to be coming back here probably next session. I don't think we'll reach it this session. Talk to the police officer. Are you Dr. Akihabara's son? So you just moved to this town. Father's invention certainly caused me a lot of trouble. Might cause a lot of trouble too. I don't care how old you are. If you mess up, I'll get you. Watch out. Let's go in the police station. This will be an important point later. Hey, you can't come into the police station without permission. It would be really funny if we can rob the police station. Aw, they don't have any items. Boo. Well, we'll be seeing that jail cell at some point. But anyway, let's continue onwards for now. Bow wow. His dog is cute. His name? Turbo is what he's called. Oh no, chat. Turbo lives on in yet another game. I named him after my grandmother's dog. Of course Turbo's here. Woof, and then the dog follows us. We rang the doorbell. No one is home. So I think that's all I want to investigate for now. Oh, I could go to the father's house. What do you want? What, you're an inventor? You can't fool me. You're that kid's messenger. Just tell him this. Next time he bothers my daughter. Go to the daughter, I guess. Where did you come from? I'm glad. My father sends away everyone who comes here. Will you listen to my story? Sure. There's a guy I like, but my father objects. There's a feud between his family and mine. This kind of story must be boring for you. I'm sorry. I investigated the fire and we did a little running animation. That was nice. I haven't decided how many side quests I'm gonna actually try to complete before the end of the game. We can resolve this. The problem is I think it costs money, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna be very tight on money for the beginning of the game. We'll see. But in a moment, let's look at the board. Recently, hackers have been seen near here. Report any suspicious persons. The Roko police. Hello, I'm Mint. Rumor has it the mayor spends all his time with their new secretary. He's always trying to impress her, even though he's old enough to be her father. The mayor has a reputation as a ham. Wonder if he knows. Cheer up, Mr. Mayor. Mint, Rococo reporter. We'll be seeing her later in the game. Town office update. Because of the earthquake, there may be landslides near the river. Beware. May or may not be important in the next 10 minutes. Town's newspapers are on the bulletin board. I like to read Mint's articles. She's a great reporter. I like when they name important characters that they color code the names. I think that's a nice touch. So I guess we could talk to Carl's mother. She's the receptionist. Meeting the mayor. He's in the room all the way in the back. Guess I'll go this way first. Oh, here we go. Dr. Einst. Yes. I'm the greatest inventor in the world. Dr. Einst at your service. You're an inventor too. Our age and interests are so different we can't even talk. You want me to teach you? That's pointless. There's nothing I could teach a kid like you. Mickey has found the old album in the drawer. Memorial photo. 3 small kids, green hair kid. Blue hair, yellow hair. Let's talk to, I think her name is Rose. The mayor is a busy man. If you want to talk to him, keep it short. I'm taking care of communications with the townspeople. Trying to find time to talk to young people like you. Now, you're a resident of Rococo. Use your youth for the world, humanity, and the town. This man here, Dr. Einst, is a famous inventor. Rumors of hackers continue, so he's come to help out. Hope you grow up to be as great as Dr. Einst. Ha ha ha. Alright. So can't do anything here. Let's go over here. Hey kid, only employees past this point. Mayor doesn't do any work at all. He's fired every staff member who said anything about it. No matter what, his secretary Rose does everything. I'm so ashamed. So we established the mayor's a little bit shady. We established that most people don't seem to like him. Anything else worth pointing out, I think? Rose apparently is in charge, allegedly. I think that covers everything for now. The reason I don't want to go to the shop is because of something that's about to happen in here. It'll make more sense in a moment. Your father's thinking of going back to the house in the suburbs. Akihabara says, "Oh, Mickey, finished your visit? This book? It's been in the family for ages. The robot book." I'll leave it for you. Now making a robot will be your first job. Read this and build one. Well, I'm going to our house in the suburbs. If you have any problems, come talk to me. From now on, Nagisa will be your assistant. Try not to bother her. Do the best you can. Away he goes. Kawagane, let's go. There goes the cat, chat. You follow me home, can I keep him? The dog actually plays a plot role later on, believe it or not. First, you have to read this book. You can't go out until you're finished. Let's read the book. Mickey reads the robot book. I'm leaving information about robots here in this book. A robot is not just a tool. It is an ally who could do things that humans cannot do themselves. Like friends, robots can be trusted. Robots will help you like friends do sometimes. Mickey understood robots. Now you can make a robot. When he looks at the last page of the book, 2,000 gold are there. Mickey found 2,000 gold. And now Chad understands why I did not want to go to the shop yet. That's kind of a non-insignificant amount of money. Did you read it? Come this way. I want to show you something. Oh, she's gonna make me wait. Okay, now we could go into the R&D lab. This is an invention machine. Inventors use it to invent things. Reading and speaking with people will give you... I don't know why it's and the like speaking with people. Kind of a weird sentence, but anyway, she says reading and speaking with people will give you ideas. Combining items will also work. So, your robots can... Oh, your robots can be made. Oops, they forgot his face there. Maintenance and powered up. Which is also possible. First, Mickey, create a robot. Alright, chat. Hope you've been thinking about a name for our robot buddy. Oh, a stranger. Never used this machine before, eh? Choose a task from the command list at the top. Oh, we gotta do that later. So, I believe I need to start with this option, because this will create a new robot. So you might notice, chat, we got 2,000 from the book. But now... we should be good to go. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind about one thing in the shop. I think I'm gonna go for a more typical order. So I guess I could have technically gone there before. There we go. The creation of the new buddy. So I'm gonna let chat name the character. We're gonna worry about the looks and stuff a little later. I think we can rename them if we need to. So I have a feeling this is gonna be a rather large gap in the video. So we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube for a couple of moments as chat decides on the character name for the robot. So anyway, I think we've now chosen our name for the robot. We're gonna name the robot Smite since it's gonna be our offensive attacker. It's gonna be kind of a glass cannon, which will be very apparent as we come into here. So one thing I'm gonna do immediately, it starts with 40 energy and nothing in the other stats. I'm just gonna go ahead and, yeah, let's remove our HP. Power does what you think it does. It's basically every point here is potentially another point of damage. There are some damage multipliers, like from back attacks and crits and stuff like that, so sometimes it adds a little more than just 1-to-1, especially since we have potentially multiple attacks. Pandemonium, my favorite, something like that. So let's go through the stat breakdown as chat thinks about what color they want to make this robot, because we're also going to need to pause for that, I'm sure. Energy is HP in this game, power is damage, guard, 1 point of guard is 1 point of damage reduction. We're basically going to be ignoring energy and guard through most of the game on our first robot, but we'll be gearing up a second robot in order to handle certain bosses and as a safety strat to get through the game. Speed means not only is it our accuracy, but it's our ability to dodge. So it's important I hit certain minimum speed thresholds to ensure that I always hit an enemy. So if you see me kind of playing around with the points throughout the playthrough, it's specifically so that I can always land a hit. So for example, if the enemy has 5 speed and I have 5 speed, I have a 100% chance of hitting. But that also means the enemy has a 100% chance to hit me. So if I'm not careful, I could basically just get one shot and die at pretty much any point in this playthrough. And there are points where I will be doing it on purpose for death abuse on bosses. And finally, we have one of the most confusing stats in the game. There is a very good guide put out by PJ DeCaesar who went really, really in depth for the breakdown of charge. It's kind of, if you want to think of it this way, whenever you use actions, it consumes a certain amount of your action bar. So really strong attacks will burn out and take longer for your turn to come back. The intent is for charge to reduce the time it takes from an empty gauge to fill up. However, there are some very specific breakdowns and cutoff points where adding points that are not equal to these thresholds don't do anything. There's also, to complicate it further, I believe it's at exactly 49 points. Okay, chat, give me some colors. What do you want? Do you want bright colors? Do you want dark colors? Just showcasing the different range of colors for chat. So if chat likes certain oranges, we could kind of do stuff there. Want a more of a purpley, we could do stuff in here. I think when I played originally, Nate wants them bright. Probably makes the most sense. I think when I played them originally, I think I literally just made them red, green, blue. So I left the first robot, I think, almost literally as is, because I used to like red a lot more growing up. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, we'll leave it slightly shinier, I guess. The pink-purple kind of works. So somewhere in here, maybe? Not sure if one of these is slightly better. I'll leave them exactly even for now, and chat will let me know whether to add more blue or remove blue. Oh, Nate's looking happy. Welcome, Nate. Hope you're doing well. I do like the little Squirtle bobbing to the song. So chat likes this color. I'll leave it as is. Thank you for the lurk, Nate. So I'm assuming this is good. I'm not hearing any other comments. So give chat a moment or two. I know there's a stream delay. I'm gonna leave it exactly even, and then we'll go forward. So we'll potentially design one more robot. Chat liking it? Okay. So we're going to just confirm, and we got the little pink-purple. Cool, a robot. Now do the maintenance and power-ups. With the invention machine, a robot's strength can be programmed. Test it later. Now I'll give you a little transceiver. You can communicate with me anywhere. Use it when you need me. When you want to use it, equip it first, then use the Y button. Make it receive the transceiver. Actually, chat, I made a small mistake there. There's something else I wanted to do. I will call you when I need you. You'll know by this sound. Remember it. Well, one task is done. Let's go upstairs. Oh yeah, about your robot. Show it to your father. It'll make him happy. I forgot to do something here. So we'll showcase a couple things. So we don't know any recipes, so we can't do anything here. We could combine items, which we're going to be doing in the near future to create new things. There's the recycle option, which gets rid of items for gold. The plus-minus battery symbol is how you heal. So potentially on level up, you could pay to heal your robots. What I actually want to do is program the robot. So we gave them program points. Let's program skills. I'm going to name some of the skills because I feel like chat's brain would explode if I made chat name all of these. So let's talk about the run command. So the game consists of potentially up to 3 different attacks. You can see by default, our right hand is sword, our left hand is shot, and our back is bomb. Specific combinations of attacks produce unique effects. So I'm looking to take advantage of a few unique attacks in order to speed up the gameplay. So this means that it's going to behave differently, potentially, than just putting like 3 of the same command, which is a viable strat, and we'll be doing that, I think, later in the run. But for now, chat, let's go ahead and create our first combo. So I need R for right hand, X for the bomb, right hand for the sword. So I'm going to confirm this. You can see how much energy this will use. This will completely drain us. Okay, I'm going to name it something that chat will understand. Yeah, we'll do... Yeah, there we go. We're going to get on the slash. I'm going to do the same thing here, which seems weird, but I'm just going to follow the speedrun strat for this. So eventually I'll be replacing the first command in our list. This particular command means that if I activate it, we essentially super boost, and we attack all enemies once. And we're going to be doing this to absolutely destroy everything in the game. Knowing this combo is like a lifesaver. I'm just letting you know. The game kind of expects you to experiment, but I'm not going to experiment. I've played the game before. So one other combo that I want to do is XRR. So you can think of bomb as like our movement ability, if that helps to understand why the things work the way they do. And the reason this one is important is we're just gonna call this one teleport, because this is what this does. So essentially what'll happen is oh, hold on, I gotta do teleport. There we go. So essentially what this will do is it will put us behind the enemy and we get 2 slashes immediately. This one is just right attack, right attack. If you don't mix the buttons, you don't really get anything unique per se. I'll just call this one pirate because it's R. There you go, Chad. Hope you like my naming schema. So yeah, there's going to be a couple points later in the run where I just want to do kind of cheaper abilities. You can see it doesn't burn a lot of my fuel here. And this is just to make sure that I have a easy go-to option. So some enemies will require just 1 strike to kill, some of them require 2, and I'll be using pirate, I think, in those scenarios where I need the 2. We're going to be getting different kinds of weapons. Right now we have a sword, which is just a close range slash. I think for now we'll move on. We'll move and talk at the same time. So the sword is close range. It can open something called capsules, which randomly spawn in battle. See if she has anything else to say. Let's save first. She's gonna act as our save point. We're gonna try walking through the door. She says, I just tested it. The transceiver seems to be working. Want to save? Not yet. I see. Take care. Call me if you have any trouble. We'll ask for a hint, and then we'll talk more about combat. Your father went back to the suburbs. Be careful of the hackers if you go out. So sword is kind of your low... It's kind of like the mid-range, but kind of mediocre damage, to be honest. Ooh. You see the kids have moved here. Planning to go on an adventure. Not gonna give you the details. Ha! What do you want? Have an important meeting. Talk to me later. How about going out to have fun? Go away. We will potentially get things like Axe, which is high damage, and normally in a casual playthrough, I'd be leveling Axe all the way through, but we're not going to be doing that very often. Let's go to her father's house. Bomb is kind of a full screen attack. It's one of our early ranged options. We can see on the stone Akihabara family tomb is carved. Mickey tells the stone all that happened. We need to remember that this is here for later. I think we can investigate the nest. Yeah, the nest is a small egg. I think we could check on this over time as the plot evolves and we can see the bird family basically grow up. Anything else I wanted to add before we do with the plot? Yeah, so, oh, actually, there's one thing I want to showcase. Okay, so that's for the run command, got it. So we can swap what the left hand and right hand give us. Shots damage will fall off over time. Bomb is static damage. I think. But more importantly, bomb costs a lot of fuel, so we can't do that rapidly. And gun is much cheaper. So you can see our back attack does 33 damage, right hand with the sword does 28, left hand does 27. I think as a kid I got really confused because like the right hand, left hand, like with how it's laid out, I would have assumed like if I'm looking at the left icon that would be left hand, but that's actually the right hand. So I'm gonna hopefully not confuse myself as we go forward in the future. We have a movement score based off our boots, and that will determine how much we can move in the turn. Evasion does what you pretty much think it does, and GRD is for guard or defense. Our defense is literally nothing. So yeah, we're gonna have to do our best, I guess. But we'll be equipping additional shields and also removing our bomb at some point in order to get tankier, as we're gonna be relying on our block chance, which is a flat value to just basically deny attacks. Anyway, let's go to soldier. How about it, doctor? A good salary, benefits, and health insurance. It never changes. You hackers are all alike. Oh, I didn't realize how many typos there were in the English version. Kid me did not remember this, I'm letting you know. What an evil bunch. That's what you say, but evil is good. Evil is the job. For our future, we need great inventors with your kind of power. Appreciate your interest, but I can't use my inventions for evil. I'll show you my latest invention. You want to know what it is? Oh, a trumpet. I remember in high school I was in the band. It's not just a trumpet. You can use it like this. Ah! Spooked him. Truly, these are the most serious of villains. Evil is good. Oh, Mickey. Wow, a robot. You must use it too. You configure the robot's status and skill with the invention machine. You make the robot stronger. What? Him? He's been around lately. Hacker soldier. He's spying. Inventions have a meaning if they're useful. Using them for evil is out of the question. You can have this. It's a surprise horn. It's really loud. It'll be useful. Mickey received the surprise horn. So basically our father just gave us like the ultimate prank invention, and we'll be using this throughout the game. So anyway, I'm gonna make sure I come over here. Repair is a revive. I absolutely want to bring a revive. We're gonna investigate here. We got to clean. I don't think there's anything else in his house that's required. We could talk to Kuragane. Connect. Welcome to the Quintet network. Oh, nothing new. Look at our father's books. Learn how to make boots 1. Level 15. We'd have to come back at level 15 to learn it. He also has an R&D lab here. There's no point to making boots 1. Although, actually, Chad, I'm going to make one small statement here, and I'm going to open the menu so Chad can understand something. So you might have noticed when we're in the status menu here, we have sword 1, shot 1, bomb 1, but we also have levels. So the way the game works is I could take a basic weapon and combine it with an item called the scrap. And essentially what that'll let us do is upgrade to a different tier of weapon, which may or may not have effects on how the weapon works. But if we combine 2 weapons of the same type, and one is higher ranking than the other one, we can level up the weapon. So we're going to be doing that for damage. Also, Chad, I just realized I forgot to go shop. So that was a big oops. I gotta go back for that. Since we're close, let's visit your ancestors' graves. Let's remember that he told us this. Hey, kid, wait. I don't think it'll matter that I missed the shop. I just have to do a little bit of backtracking before we go any further, or else I'm going to be very, very sad in about like 5 minutes. Hey, kid, are you the son of Daki Akihabara? I don't know why I say Daki. My brain wants to read that as one word. Come with me. Hacker boss said to take you as hostage if the doctor doesn't cooperate. Grunt. Why does he say grunt with double explanations? So here we go. So I got kind of trolled here. I'm going to teleport slash. So the way this kind of works, I can walk up and melee the capsules to open them. I believe there's a 50% chance they just explode and damage me. So I don't want to do that, as you can imagine. Based off of how quick we complete a battle, we could get bonus experience. So I got kind of unlucky in the sense that there were double capsules in front of me. So unless I really wanted to open all the capsules, it was not worth it to me to do. Soldier says, oh great, beaten by a kid. What will I tell the guys? I'll never live this down. So yeah, and that's why we had the teleport. So if we ever get in a situation where we don't have direct contact, since our other Omnislash just goes in front of us and slashes whatever is near, we could potentially guard to stall for a turn and let the enemy destroy them themselves, or we could teleport strike to kill the enemy. And that's why we have those abilities, chat, so I get to decide on the fly what makes sense. I might not always do the right choice, but I figured, you know, might as well set up those commands for the future. So we come back and we're in the middle of a conversation. Anyway, it will be lots of trouble, but for the sake of the children's lives, please help. But be careful, it's very dangerous by the river. Well, let's go. What? What happened? The children ran off towards the riverside. There are landslides and hackers are afoot. I'm going out to get them. Ah, finally. So we're gonna lose a little bit of time because I forgot to go back to the shop here. But we're right here, might as well do it. So let's talk to the shopkeeper here. Dr. Akihabara's son, what? Want to invent new things? Well, it's not that simple. Your father read books, thought a lot, and invented things. Talk about combination, then collect a bunch of stuff and make something. Some junk in the back room, do you want it? We absolutely need to say, sure, I'll take it. Go in the back, there's 2 capsules there, take them both. Well, you, sir, are a liar, because there's actually more than that in the back room. Fibbing liar. Level 23 book here, chat. Wow. So the game kind of wants you to come back to the town, obviously, once you've leveled. We took an extra cure here. We got Scrap 2, which we could combine with the Clean in order to make Shield 2 as soon as we level. We got Scrap 5, which we can combine with... I didn't write it down. I think the gun? Oh, I'm sorry, I flipped it. Scrap 2 is for the gun, Scrap 5 is for Shield 2. So as soon as we basically level up, we want to create Shield 2. Shield 2 has a hidden effect, which I believe gives us immunity to rust. So we want to get that basically as soon as possible. We found another repair. And now we have an okay amount of healing items, but yeah, we're going to be doing a mostly low combat run, so we need more than that. So let's see, we're at 1,000 gold here. I'm going to buy something called Smoke. So if I'm in a bad combat encounter, I can use this to basically auto-retreat. If I use this in the overworld, I can use this to pause all enemy movement. So it's going to make it easier for me in order to escape bad combat scenarios. And as I said before, there are certain areas where I would like to level up to get very timely changes of the robot equipment. Or not robot equipment, robot stats. And also there's some times where I will potentially need to combine items that I find. So rather than going all the way out of the dungeon, I'm just going to go ahead and level up and use the in-game miniature crafting, which occurs on level up, in order to get the plot item without needing to backtrack at all. So it's very important that I do very specific things here. There is ways to get infinite money, because you could, I believe you could sell big bombs by creating like clean plus cure or something to make big bomb. Ends up being like a 20 gold bonus. So technically there's an infinite money exploit if you really want to. It's very slow, I'm not going to do it. We're gonna go ahead and buy 2 safety repairs. Actually, not safety repairs, those are required. So I need to do some death abuse later in the run. Potentially today, depending on how the run goes. I'm going to go ahead and equip the... not the surprise horn. I'm gonna equip the transceiver just to save the game, I believe. What's the matter, Mickey? Let's see what our hint is, out of curiosity. More experience, you'll be able to read books and get hints on inventing. Work hard. There you go, chat, work hard. So we're coming up to the forest. I'd prefer not to get into any encounters here. So if I feel scared, hacker monsters are lurking about unless you have to, keep out. I would prefer not to fight anything here. Ooh, there we go. Juke them. So let's explain enemies a little bit. If you run at them head on, you will generally go first. if you get hit by the side or the back, or the game thinks you're trying to run past them, essentially, it's very likely the enemy will go first. If the enemy goes first, not right away, but I'm probably going to die. Oh, that bird is in a bad spot for me. I don't want to fight the bird if I can avoid it. Oh, I think he baited me into hitting the bird. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is guard here. I think I have to take the damage here. So that was a bit unlucky due to the position of the capsule. So if the capsule explodes, it will take the damage priority over my normal attacks, which is kind of annoying. I don't like that that bird is there. Okay, let's avoid the bird. I don't need most items in this game. There's a couple of encounters I want to do here in order to get some XP. I mean, I can try to do Omnislash here. Okay, that was kind of nice. So we need 2.0 to level, and I think we got an okay amount of experience here. For the most part, I won't be picking up items if chat is curious. They're mostly just consumables. Ooh, I forgot about the slime. I think I just escaped. Ooh, I couldn't escape. This could be really bad for me. I'm gonna mash. Oh, let's use the smoke bomb then. I don't want to deal with the slimes. I could kill them, but I don't want to accidentally level. And that is just way too much experience. This one might be fine. Single slime is fine. Triple slime is a problem. Sorry for pausing. So I could get 0.6 more XP. I can kill certain enemies. I could get one more encounter, I think, without leveling. I want to hit level 2 while I'm in the cave mouth, specifically. Oh, I didn't see the slime there. I got baited again. I mean, I could take this encounter. I'm getting punished because I'm trying to run by him. Alright, so that's the last encounter I can take. I have to avoid the rest, no matter what here. Or I'm gonna lose like 10 minutes. It's dangerous, the cave is full of hazards, public safety department. So we'll talk to these people. Say he's a great inventor. The mayor vouched for him, so he must be good. Oh, you again. Right now the inventor is helping find the lost children. Dr. Einz used a bomb to blow up the fallen rocks. That's good. There's a lot of bombs in the box. Yeah, let's stand in line to advance the plot. Now I will rescue the children locked up in the cave. Dr. Einz will blow up the wall with a special bomb he invented. Everyone step back. Oh. What happens if I just talk to him here? What? What? Are you trying to bother me? Get out. I'm going to detonate it. It will be an impressive scene. It was a success. All the children are safe. As a show of thanks. What's that look? Inventions are always failures. I'm annoyed by those who don't understand them. I don't want to cooperate with you anymore. Tell the mayor I work for that money. Hey, get out. What a lovely guy. Let's go back to town and figure out what to do. Ways blocked by fallen rocks. Alright, so I think what I need to do... I need to find another way to get through here. So sadly I did take some damage, so I think I'm gonna have to do a safety cure at some point. I might take this just to sell it. Oh, never mind, there's a safety cure there. That's convenient. I need to be at full health for something later. Okay, so we've fallen down the pit. I don't want to get into any encounters. I absolutely need this item. We got the rusty drill. So if we combine clean plus rusty drill, that will allow us to use it. But if we look at the item itself right now, we get the about, it can't be used. So I would have to potentially take this little stream of water that's here to the left and escape that way in order to go ahead. Oh, I think I took a side encounter there. That's not good. Oh. Oh, this should work. And I 1 XP shy. That's so sad. My hesitation cost me there. So we're gonna reset the room and come back in. So anyway, we would take that water to leave the cave, and we'd have to go all the way back to our house just to come all the way back through here, which, as chat can imagine, it's not really worth the time doing it. You can see we walk very slow in the water, so we get a little bit trolled there. Okay, this should level us. Level 2 achieved. Thank you, Callum, for the support. So we can now use the portable. So I'm gonna make sure that we combine a couple things here. Let's combine one of the cleans we picked up earlier with Rusty Drill. And now we can get an item that's used to progress in the dungeon. And look how convenient that is, chat. We save some time. We acquired Drill. Then we want to combine a clean with Scrap 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I wrote it in reverse again. I forgot I got that wrong. Clean up my own notes. Clean plus Scrap 5 to get Shield 2. So that way I don't need to worry about the Rust ailment. I was kind of living on the edge there. I could have been rusted by, I think, the slime there. So we got a little lucky. I'm not going to lie. If we pick up bonus items, 4 gold to heal. I don't think that'll mess up my gold total. It's only 4. I just have to pick up one more item and scrap it, and I think I can make up. So curiosity, if I scrap like a heal, how much is that? That's 30. Okay, we're good. So I just got to pick up 1 extra item, and then I'm fine with this. I'll take the safety heal now. So we have 1 extra heal for later if we really need it. So let's go ahead and level up our character. Make sure to always do that. We're gonna dump all of our points into power, so we basically get guaranteed one-shots. I don't think I need to level yet, so I'm gonna skip more encounters if we can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and equip this. Sorry about some of the rust with the game. Ideally, I want to go straight at the enemies. Oops. Got another cure. I don't want this encounter. There we go. So we have enough money if we really need it. Let's talk to the crying children. You were swept here by the current? Sorry, but this is a dead end. Who? Wow, it's Carl's fault this happened. I'm looking for the hacker's headquarters. Shouldn't have listened to his stories. Gah! Wow, I thought help had come, but it hasn't. Should never have brought these people. A failure in planning. Alright, well, we got the drill. Hey, it's open. We could get out. Don't worry about me. I could get home by myself. To do that to very cleanly exit. Look at that. We saved the children, chat. So let's go back to Roko. We'll talk to the children. Thank you for all you've done. First I thought you're strange, but you're dependable. Oof. You have anything new to say, old man, out of curiosity? Nice weather today. Want to talk a while? Hey kid, I'll tell you something good. When you load save data, your body flashes off and on. At that time, no enemies are around. Surrounded by enemies, you should run away if there's a chance. Interesting. Guess he's kind of like the game's hint system. You going to see the mayor? I want to take a dog with you. He really likes dogs. Okay, here we go. So it's important that we solve this. So let's see what happens when we bring a dog in here. You're gonna see the mayor. Don't take the dog. We're gonna take the dog anyway. We're gonna establish this for something later, chat. Dog! Hey, you! Oop, his dialogue went really quick at the end. Put that animal outside! Look at him fleeing. He's in panic. Don't be naughty. The mayor hates dogs. Put the dog outside. So I'm gonna remember this happened. The dog went back to its normal position. Figured chat would like that. Did you meet the mayor? Next to him was his new secretary, Rose. Beautiful and brainy. Let's go up the staircase. Talk to Rose. You again. Don't bother people when they're trying to work. Did a really good job this time. Keep it up. This is a token of gratitude from the town. Please accept it. Mickey received 1,000 gold. Welcome, Igonic. Hope you're doing well. Been expecting you for a long time now. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay, so now I believe we have to talk to the secretary again to advance the plot. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, Mickey, those children you saved by the river. Carl was one of them. He's my son. Hope I'm not bothering you, but he hasn't come back yet. Dun dun dun. He's not the kind who would come back easily. The poor child. Mickey, hear that? Your father's on his way here, says Nagisa. In any case, please return to your house at once. Sure. Nothing's in our mailbox. Sad days, chat. Mickey, the one who saved the children. Well done. Anyway, Flavon and I are going on a trip. What a name, chat, Flavon. I don't know when we will be back. You'll have to take care of yourself. I'll leave Kurogane with you. Take care of him. Well, Mickey, do your best. Well, that reminds me. I almost made a silly mistake. Meow Meow says the cat. I need to equip you with our new shield. Make my life very easy. What's the matter, Mickey? Sure, what's your hint? You're looking for Carl. Try the cave again. Maybe in a different place than before. I'll take a safety save. Alright, well. We're gonna do what we can, I suppose. Okay, so while our speed is okay, there are a couple enemies we are not guaranteed to hit. So due to us being kind of low in level, I want to make that slime is such a troll. I really don't want to fight this slime yet. Nope. That's fine. Do a little quick Omni Slash on him and get him out of here. So what we need to do is make sure that we don't fight spiders, because they will probably destroy me. Just to be honest with you. I have no interest in fighting them. Hey, do you see a bomb around here? How to get it back, but it's empty. If a dangerous thing like this is misused... so somebody took the bombs. Well, I still have the drill equipped. Let's continue this way for now. Could take the water exit, but I don't think I want to. I got baited by the enemy. It's not the end of the world. I do need to get experience eventually. I just need to remember with how much XP I have. Oh, I thought I ran fast enough. Unfortunate. I don't recall where a lot of the enemy spawns are, sadly, because it's been a while since I played the game. Oh, our shield was actually useful. So I gotta be careful not to level, because I'd like to get a little further. I'm gonna take an optional item here, I guess. Because I don't think this is the right way. We'll play it safe. Avoid the spiders, avoid the slimes. Get trolled by spider. Get trolled really hard by spider. Seriously? Man, that was bad movement on the spider spot path. Can I just escape this? I'd prefer not to. Are you really gonna make me smoke bomb? Fun. Out of here. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the slime there. That's kind of the mean thing. Like, most of the enemies in this game, you could generally see and you could avoid them, but the beginning of the game, it's like a memorization test. And sadly, I haven't played in a while, so I'm definitely getting punished hard. I think I just need to go up and left. Yes, that looks correct. You can read the sign. Swift current ahead. Use caution. Roko Rapids Group. I would love to get by this. Oh, I need to go the other way, I think. There we go. So we hear an explosion. Somewhere, the sound of a bomb resounded. Every time. I fall for the slime every time. I'm so sorry, Chan. Oh, that time I actually got the escape. Okay. We're just gonna go down the hole. We don't need to use ropes. We'll just face plant. I'm sure that's fine. The door is closed tight. I think now it's probably okay if I take a fight. Yeah, it's probably fine. Also, he got me while I was in the menu. That was kind of unfortunate. That's fine. It's okay. That's why we took a safety heal. So I gotta get used to dodging enemies. There we go, Chad. It's Meta Crab. You haven't found her yet. You're wasting a lot of time on one child. If Blackmore finds out how incompetent you are, it will all be over for you. Take the kid away and look for the Tetron. Get on it. Love the little crab looking around. Well, I'm gonna go take a shower. I like that it's basically just like a hacker, but it's got like the crab head on itself. Why am I not lining up correctly? That's player fault, not game fault. So now I need to level. So we took a couple of extra fights. I want the fight with the hackers to have a lot of enemies. I'm a little concerned we're not getting a lot here. They're worth a lot more than everything else. That's fine. I'm gonna fight them head on to make sure that I don't let them get first strike. Single enemy again, not great. We'll level, I think, on the way back, perhaps. Base entrance. Where'd you come from? You can't get in here. Get out. Get out. Get away. So anyway, this is where we're going to go ahead and switch items. So we can distract them. Oops. By making a loud sound and then just running by them. Prank item continues. Who are you? A new worker? We're gonna say yes, of course. Good, good. Previous visitor dug a hole in the back. What? Why am I digging? I'm looking for something. Don't worry about it. So anyway, now he blocks the entrance. Put a ball and chain on guys like you who might escape. Give up and go to work. If you work hard, you can become a soldier like me. Talk to this character. Oh no, they caught you too. You're very brave to come to this kind of place alone. I never suspected that suspicious guys like these were in the cave. All I did was say hello, and now I'm in all this trouble. Unbelievable. There's something I want to ask of you. We'll say what is it versus no way. I want you to find the key to this ball and chain. A guy with the head of a crab has it. Well, will you look? We'll say yes. Huh. Thanks. A sensible guy. You'll be successful. Okay, I'll distract the guard. Go inside and use the trolley to escape. On 3, start moving. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Just gonna walk up and talk to him. Can't tell me what to do. What are you doing? I said go. Oh, doesn't say anything there. Well, time to take the trolley, I guess. Got a scrap 4, which we'll be using a little later, but right now it has no purpose. So ideally here, if we get into fights with hackers, I can heal myself because I took spare items. I need to level very soon. So there's a couple more fights between us and where I need to go. 150 gold randomly dropping. That's actually a big lifesaver. This spider better get out of my face. That's all I'm saying, chat. So we got a little sideways there, but I shouldn't die instantly even if he shoots me. Little scary, but that's fun. See, this is why we took the safety item, chat. Because I don't expect me to perform as well as I should. Actually, how do I use that? It's been so long since I've used items in this game. Can't use it in the overworld. I don't hopefully have to only use it in combat. Okay, we could use it in here. So we took like 2 extra cures, so I'm good. Let's talk to this guy. Doesn't matter if we get in a fight here. So I'm mashing as fast as I can in order to get more time bonus, but sadly, if the timer doesn't start high enough, can't get the full bonus. It's a bath used by Metacrab and the head hacker. If anyone else goes in, I'll get mad. Won't listen to reason. Kids who don't understand will be punished. Okay. So I need to level. I don't like that I'm getting single encounters here. I have a little bit more time to level. Free repair. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Absolutely not gonna complain about that. So can't do anything with the monitor. Let's come in here. Hey, someone there. Raise the temperature of the boiler a little. You know how? Push the boiler switch there and the temperature will go up. Where's the switch? You must be a new worker. It's in the left rear, where the boiler is. That feels good. Just right. Oh no, you raised it a little too much. A little more, stop! ... And we cook the crab. Look at him go. He doesn't answer, he must have passed out. Found a free cure. Found a free clean. Let's get the key. Alright, so we have a lot of safety items. I'm feeling pretty fine. I don't technically need clean, other than one more time in the game. But we'll take it if we need to sell, if I mess up. Metacrab, what are you doing? It's time to report, hurry up. What? You haven't fixed the screen yet? Well, that's okay. The Tetron, have you found it? We'll say yes. Why didn't you report? You're always making up stories. There's Tetron in the cave, it's obvious. Let's look really hard for it. Make it snappy or I'll make crab stew out of you. Go when you understand. Don't forget the next information. Sure thing. So we still need to level at some point. I guess I could level here. Nice, easy, instant clear. There we go, there's level 3. So we're off by 1 encounter. Okay, so now that we're level 3, ooh, okay. I got scared for a second there. So we can combine, I believe it is scrap 2 with the gun to get shot 2, which is exactly what I want to do. So the upcoming boss has a fairly high defensive score, so we're going to take advantage of shot in order to kind of pierce the shell of the boss. So that's for the future. So we're going to equip that in a little bit. I'm not in a rush right now. But also with the boss setup, I'm gonna go for something very specific here. So we're gonna change our strategy up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically remove all of our speed. I'm gonna add 3 to power and 12 to guard. The reason being that we need to be able to tank a few hits from the upcoming boss. So with this particular setup, I should be fine, and I have safety cures if I feel like I messed something up. So we now resist 12 damage. However, our accuracy is not going to be as good against the other enemies, so I'd prefer not to get into too many more fights. But even if they hit us, 12 defense is pretty good. So this should be fine, I think. Is there anything else I want to do while I'm in this menu? No. I think I did everything I needed to do. Scrap 4, I believe, will be used to make an item called Punch, and we're going to be using that to complete a lot of the segments of the game. I don't know if it matters if I Omnislash here. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Just saves me fighting later, I guess. I wanted to make sure I was only leveled at a certain point. I didn't want to take too many slime fights because they're not worth the XP, just for clarity. It's you. What? You got a key. Where is it? Equip it and show it. It's a rule to equip and show what you're giving to someone. Sure, let's go ahead and go back into our menu. So let's equip the key. I was waiting. Is that a key? I'll borrow it for a while. Mickey has lost the key. I'm finally free. Thank you. What? A guard? The children, they went somewhere. Didn't catch your name. What? Mickey? Is that right? You... Never mind. I'm going. I'm Kotetsu. I'm sure we'll meet again. Remember me. Out of curiosity, I believe that this will not work, but I'm just curious if you use the transceiver while underground, what the game does. It's too noisy, I can't use the transceiver. So yeah, we basically have one good shot at it. I just want to clarify in the chat, I can't safety save. Equip a smoke if I need to. I did use a couple smokes here and there, and I can buy maybe a few more when we're back at the shop. I prefer not to go back to the shop more than once, to be honest. He saw me instantly. So sad. Kill him real quick. So for the most part, at least not for a couple dungeons, my level doesn't really matter at the moment. I got through one of the segments where I needed to make sure that I didn't level until I got certain items. So I think we're through at least that part for now. But a couple of dungeons later, I would like to do it so I don't have to go to the R&D lab. Also, that reminds me. That would have been a bad mistake. So let me think about this. Let's kill the guy at the door first. This is where Metacrab locks up trespassers. Unauthorized persons are forbidden. Won't listen to reason. Kids who don't understand will be punished. So I just want to make sure I don't level on this guy, and then we should be fine. Nice little easy kill. Good. As long as I don't level there, we're good. The reason being, I want to level after we're done with the boss fight to fix my stats. And the other thing I need to make sure that we're doing is we're going to switch to using a gun in our main hand, which, as you can see, from 41 power goes to 46. I believe we lose our teleport strike, but we just have this set up to hopefully deal with the boss. I'm really upset that this guy saw me. I'm gonna leave screen to force him to go away. I could have had him chase me, but it's essentially like if you walk off screen, they stop chasing you. But I let him get a little too close there, sadly. So I think door's closed tight now. So we have to go back there for items, I believe. But we're now at the boss chamber, marked with a nice little skull as we fight our first boss of the game. So I'm just gonna prep myself mentally for this boss. We have emergency cures. I have an extra repair already, which is good. I did use a few smokes, so I might burn with our 150 cash we picked up earlier to get 4 more smokes, just for safety. Of Carl says, "Take that! You'll never beat me!" How about it? Are you with me? Had an awful time because of you guys coming in here and rummaging around. You're interrupting an important job. I'll punish you. I feel like a little bit of a visual cue. I think I need to stand roughly there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna single shot. So the way this boss is going to work is that we want the boss to very slowly move forward eventually. We don't care about what the other rows are doing. Ooh, he attacked twice there. That's not good. Might not have stood in the exact right position. That's fine. We're basically just gonna mash attack, and if I happen to get low on HP, I just heal. So he'll walk forward. There we go. He'll do this attack. I'm going to attack one more time, and then I'm gonna heal for safety. Oh, maybe because I'm not mashing the right button. I think that's what happened. I think I was not mashing the right button. That makes sense now. Need to remember A and B are flipped on the controller. So we're gonna take a safety heal. But the fight's almost over. Yeah, my bad. I forgot to mash. Wrong button. There we go. We want to make sure the boss doesn't get multiple attacks in a row, is basically what I'm saying. But now that he's close, he takes more damage. Nice block. Nice, he completely whiffed. I think maybe one more shot and he dies. Oh, he walked up and actually meleeed me. That's unfortunate. Yeah, one more shot. Oh well. Yeah, that's what I get for not mashing the right button. Player bad. We increased 20 megs of data, chat. We hit level 5. You gained a level. You can now use portable. Nice. So, I think that went fine. Had small mistakes there. But from our standpoint, we're now going to get rid of all of our HP. So, I'm not going to worry about healing for a while. So here's the deal. I need 22... Not 20. Oh, I put it in... Sorry. Get rid of guard. I need 22 speed to make sure that I can hit everything in the next area cleanly. And any other spare point is basically going to go towards power. So as you can imagine, it can very easily go wrong. This is probably, to me, the most stressful part of the game. And you can imagine why. We're going to be fighting with just 3 HP. And if I take any bad encounters, it's pretty much GG. And I haven't been living up to doing encounters correctly, so this will be interesting. But anyway, I think we're done here. I don't think I need to do anything else. So what we need to make sure that we do when we're done with this, we need to immediately get rid of our gun, because I don't want to use it in main combat. Metacrap says, I'm sorry, I had no idea. Oh, Master, you're so strong. I was just a crayfish passing by. Was changed into that shape by the hacker. Somewhere in this cave is a jewel called the Tetron. They made me look for it. I was worried because I couldn't find it. Thanks to you, I'm saved. As a token of my gratitude, Maker received 1,000 gold. So, essentially, if we have, I believe it's 3,000 gold, we can create another robot. And that other robot is going to be our tanky savior. So if I mess up at any point, I want to make the most unkillable robot ever and use one of our repairs, essentially, to get back on track. Getting out of here. Watch your step. Oh, excuse me a minute. You were great. I'm no match for you. Good, come here. Found the treasure of the hackers. I'll split it with you. So I'm 1,000 gold shy still, sadly. So I could technically fight and grind and get the other robot, but let's not do that. It's almost empty. There's so much work. I'm obliged to you? That's a sentence. I'm obliged to you. We'll split what's left over. You take what you want first. We acquired scrap 1. Carl found the litho. What's this? It's better than scrap. There's no treasure. What a shame. But that's okay. Well, let's go. See ya. So yeah, that 22 speed, I believe, will make sure that we have 100% accuracy against a specific enemy type. I believe the enemy is called the Ho-Ho, which is a ghost. And we also need to make sure we get more power in general, too. So that's our goal. We need to do, basically, strike first, never miss, one shot. That's our strategy for most of the game. There's a couple exceptions, I say, as I run into this encounter. I mean, I didn't swap my weapon, so that was kind of scary there. I said I was going to do it, and then I forgot. Let's not make that mistake again. Oh well. Not a clean run, but it is what it is. I think I just want to take the current all the way out of here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now if we go back to our house... Actually, you know what? For side plot, let's see if the father says anything new. This is not necessary to advance the plot, but I figured we'd see if he says anything different now. Oh. Is he not even here? Oh. Never mind. Apparently we can't speak to father. Maybe he's waiting for us at the house already. So sad. Oh well. Well, we'll be coming back here in like 2 minutes. I was figuring he was here, but oh well. Such is not the case. Also, by the way, I hope you're doing well, Chaosmania. Got to ask how you were doing. Yeah, I think I need to come in here for plot reasons. Welcome back, Mickey. New customers waiting for you. Needs to talk to you. He's a well-behaved kid. I'm gonna save the game. Give me a hint. Oh, no, nothing new. Well, gee, we rescued somebody. Who could it be? It could be any Carl. You're late. Did you go there? How about your mother? She's young and kind. My mother. Never mind. It's just a scrap. I felt sorry for you, so I brought this. I'll give it to you. Mickey has gotten Stone 1. Found it in the cave. Doesn't it sparkle? This will change your mood. Well, I'm going. You just casually get handed a plot item. Let's play again. So let's see how the game describes this. Luscious with a mysterious light. Mysterious stone number 1. I guess for plot reasons, we could try talking to Carl now. You know, Mickey, Kurogane went out for a walk and hasn't come back. Thought your father's house would be a good place to check. Will you look? We were just there and you denied us, game. You denied us so hard. Oh, that's right. They said father was on a trip already. My bad. I don't know why I tried talking to father. I should pay attention to the plot. Talk to Carl for more dialogue. Oh, it's you. Because of you, my mother said I can't play outside anymore. Hate being cooped up inside all the time. Thinking of sneaking out. I was just looking to see if I could loot Carl's house. I love that's my first instinct. It's like, yeah, we'll pretend we're here for you. I'm just looking for side items. Yeah, I used to think a few too many smokes. I think I'm going to have to buy some safety smokes. So we're gonna use 4 because I picked up a spare 150. Actually, I'll do 5. That should be good. There's a couple of rooms in the upcoming dungeon. I do want to use them outside of combat to avoid bad pathing, but we'll see how it goes. So let's try to go back to Father's house where the cat is here. Cat meows at us and pushes us out of the way. Meow goes the cat. Uh-oh, chat, the hackers are here. Now they flee. Meow, says the cat. Guess I could talk to the cat again. It just meows. Found father's letter in a drawer. Mickey read the letter. Mickey, I'm going on an important trip. It won't be very safe. If I don't come back, I want you to remember what I say whenever I leave. When I'm not here, take care of yourself, your father. Well, given that we are kind of speeding through the game, father only mentioned this once so far. So he very briefly said, chat may or may not remember, to share updates with your ancestors. So let's go ahead and do that. Mickey inspected the stone. There's a gap in the stone. Anyway, let's go into the grave. Well, wish me luck, chat. Ooh, I took a side attack there. That might be GG. Yeah, that's GG, I think. That is so unfortunate. I thought he was gonna spawn after I opened the item. GG. Anyway, let's restart. As I said before, we're at the stressful part of the run. I just saved, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's why we took the safety save. The only thing I've got to rewatch is the Kurogane cutscene. Alright, so I think what I could have done... Yeah, Spike got one shot. I think what I could have done was waited a little bit in the item dialogue menu. But I knew the enemy was being there. I just thought he wouldn't touch me right away. So that was a mistake on my behalf. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I have to talk to Carl. Oops. I didn't save after we talked to Carl. My bad. So we're just going to redo that little small segment. So anyway, I have nothing else. I got to demonstrate how high damage the enemies are right now. They went from doing 1 to then 9 to 21. So any mistake is basically insta-death. Once we get past this part of the game, it's not too bad. Because I'm allowed to make mistakes, having not really gotten comfortable with the game in a while. So it'll be fun. Alright, on the off chance I die again, I'll save after this cutscene so I don't have to rewatch it. I can also you know what? I'll transmit her when I'm at the other place to save some time. Yeah, look for Kurogane. Let's save right outside. Ooh, excuse me. So we're going to be picking up a couple of key items here. Essentially, I want to make sure that we grab... Ooh, this nose is really bothering me today. A very specific weapon upgrade is what I was trying to say between the sneezes. So there's actually an axe in the bottom right path of this little kind of maze area. I'm gonna go back to equipping a smoke. I do want to take this encounter. I don't want to take it from the side. Essentially, I need to hit level 7. And I should have everything I need already, because I should have scrap 1 already. Oh, I didn't read the letter yet, my bad. So, once we hit level 7, I can do the upgrade that I need to do. And then from there, we should be good to go. Because that axe with our power and our level will guarantee that I kill one of the more annoying enemies by doing 11 damage to a 10 HP enemy. But we have to go pick it up, or else I'm going to be very sad. So let's not have that happen again. Oh, now you cooperate? What a jerk. Okay, we'll take the fight head on and murder him. See, we're getting 0.7 experience every time we get a kill, compared to the hackers, which get 0.3. Got shield 2, so I got another shield 2, funny enough. So I might as well equip on the other characters. So I want to take the bottom path here, because this leads to an item that I absolutely need. I'll fight you. I don't think it matters when I level here. Hit level 6. Actually, that might have been a small mistake. I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't have the other weapon that I needed. I should have thought I think I was safe with 1 kill, but not 2 kills. That's fine. I have a chance to go fix it later, so I don't think it matters. So anyway, what I'm thinking about is I believe it's scrap one that we got guaranteed. I'm going to combine this with the weapon we're about to pick up to get a stronger weapon. I don't need it literally right now, though. And I think we need to be minimum level 7 anyway, so I think this actually doesn't matter. I think this is fine. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pump our power to 65, because we can just guarantee more kills. And then we just hope we never, ever, ever, ever get destroyed. So we need more money. I don't know what that other path gives, to be honest with you. It's probably not as important as this upgrade is. So it's just 5 extra damage, but when you're just looking to one-shot things, you just need to make sure you get the kill. Out of curiosity, does the transceiver work in here? I kind of doubt it, but we'll check. No. Would have been useful. Right, chat? I mean, I could leave it. I guess I could just leave and save my progress. As I said before, I want to take this area a little slower than like speedrun strats would do, because I do not feel comfortable dodging enemies. Let's take it slow. Saving so I don't need to do any of that again. Alright, so I don't think I need to do anything else. Yeah. Don't think it matters about the XP here. I'm gonna go there. My destination is the back here. Here we go. Welcome, descendants. My name is Rask. I wish to give you a message. On Quintet, a Tetron stone is divided into 3 pieces. It has mysterious powers. Someday, evil men will try to get them. Collect the Tetron before that happens. I've only found one of them. I've asked Count Prinky to keep it. I don't know if the Count's house will still be there, but find out. The Count's house is right from here in the Forest of Illusion. That's all we needed to see. I was not sure if there was a combat encounter here or not, if you're wondering why I left to save. See, this is where if I just repeatedly play the game back to back, I would know these things. But alas, that's what happens when you don't play for several years. You forget the minute details, and sometimes they matter. So we could come over here to the Forest of Illusion. I used the smoke by accident. I thought I had the transceiver equipped. Whoops. Oh, there it is. I was like, where is the transceiver? I'm gonna save here. So essentially, I don't want to take any combat encounters here either. There's some I can survive, some I can't. I think I gotta line up with the tree here, and this lets me get through. Okay, good. So now we're at a maze, so let me consult. So I think I gotta go right, left, right, up. So right, left, right, use the item. Oh, I took one step too many. That is really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Are they still stunned? No, they aren't. Okay, that's fine. You know what? It's fine. We didn't get hit, so it doesn't matter. I took like literally one step too many. I'm so sad. What's happened? You're in danger. There's been some tough-looking guys hanging around lately. Me? I'm grown up. I'll be okay. Don't talk nonsense. Just go home right away. What? Something else? Well, are you afraid to go home by yourself? You want me to go with you? I think I say yes, please. Nothing I can do. I'm Mint Roko reporter. I'm counting on you. I'll follow you. Lead the way. Is there a problem? That's fine. I mean, as long as we didn't get damaged, I'll count that as a win, to be honest with you. And we're gonna be doing a lot of safety saves, as I said before. I'll stay on the right side here. Haven't we seen this place before? Maybe your sense of direction. Hey, do you see something there? Is it a house? You're terrible. You could go home alone from here. Well, we got told we were terrible, chat. And now we unlocked the old house. The door opens for us as we approach. I like the skulls embedded in this. We're gonna explore this place before we go in the area proper. It's a little courtyard area. Clock tower. Right, chat? What a nice looking place. Let's go inside. Come in, come in. No, I was sure that you would come. Almost forgot. My name is Igor. I'm in charge here. Frankie is my boss. You're probably tired. Prepare a room for you to rest. This way, please. Sir, this way, please. What happens if we don't follow him? Oh, there's just a little teleporting doll and an invisible force. Oh, this is normal. The door is closed tight. Please, use this room and get some rest. Rest as long as you like. Yeah, this is fine, exactly. Just a night. Oh, there's a little doll. Oh, the doll disappeared. What a shame. The book said, "She will guide you to what you seek." I'm just looking to see if there's any more plot stuff. Mostly just a showcase to the group. Found a cure, nice. Found a repair, that repair is actually needed. That's like the only thing I needed in this room, but we took a little extra cure, because why not? So, you want me to hide the stone somewhere in this mansion, Rask? Sorry to trouble you, Count. I think it'll be safe here. Nothing to worry about. I'm indebted to you. I just thought of a great hiding place. Hey, you? Uh-oh. They saw us in the dream flashback? Interesting. Anyway, oh look, the doll disappeared. What a shame. Oh, I think there's one more thing I have to do here. Oh, never mind. Thought there was one more book. Disregard. Like him just teleporting into the door. Just normal things in a normal house with perfectly normal people. To believe this is a stealth section, I'll purposely get caught here. Hey, please sir, you must return to your room. So of course there's stealth mechanics. Fortunately, I don't really need any of the side items. I don't even know what they are. We could go see what they are, I suppose. So I just gotta wait a little bit and we should be good. Shot 2, already got that. Inconvenience adventure friend number 8, but it's hard to understand. The door is closed tight. Oh, because I didn't see him go up there. I don't get the dialogue. Okay. Now we've learned. I made a small mistake. My Wonderful Life, Volume 1 by Count Pranky. House is finished, so I decided to start writing my memoirs. I had a different site chosen, but something in the spot seems to keep people away. The boy I met went there with no problem. Actually, there are many mysterious things here. Okay, so I think we gotta observe the old man doing something suspicious, and that'll advance the plot. Oh. Oh, okay, so because we didn't come from here, he's not there. Okay. So as long as we observe him doing that through the door, I think we're allowed to progress. So that's fine. Take 2. I wanted to read what the book was in the upper left. I could have waited a little bit, technically. I'm gonna go here, just so he can't see me. Make sure he doesn't turn around randomly like there. Let's not get caught. Alright, so now that we're witnessing him do this, we should be good. Ooh, he almost got me. Sir, Mask had mentioned someone. Is that him? I wonder. Let's have a look at what he can do. Let's open the door. Oh, G-Chat, there's nobody in here. Guess we were just seeing things. Hey, you. I told you, didn't I? It's dangerous here. Don't walk around. Hey, you're interfering with my job. Get back to your room. What? Did I hear a voice coming from this room? What do you mean? There's no one here. Don't talk nonsense. Go back to your room. Go straight back to your room. Yeah. I want to save at some point, but I guess I can go a little further. Let's read the books. My Wonderful Life, Volume 2 by Count Brinky. Today, a guest came to visit. I met with him in the woods. A blonde-haired kid who looked a lot like me. I commissioned him to build me a clock tower. He's good at making trick devices. I'm gonna see if there's anything else. I mean, obviously, there's the one white book here. I think you read the book. Uh-oh. We got blur vision. Welcome to my hall. I am the master here, Jean-Paul Belmont Prinky. Oh, Belmont, nice. Count is my name. I wrote this as a guide to the people who visit this hall. Long ago, 100 years to be exact, Igor planned and built the main hall in the West Hall. We're having a nice little tour of the dungeon, chat. There's no water in this well, but there's an underground passage there. It's connected to this hall. See? This is my hobby. There you go, chat. It's his hobby. You could go from inside the West Hall to the main hall. You can also get there from this entrance. In the West Library, in the West Hall, a library is kept. I'm writing my autobiography. Some of it is stored there. We might check it out for more plot. I'm not looking to rush through that portion of the game. This is the clock tower. Rusk, a young man, designed it, built it. Sir, if you want to look around the house, I'll make a path for you. Well, stop reading now. There you go, chat. Just stop reading now, it's fine. I'm gonna see if I can make a quick safety save, before we go down there. Hopefully it doesn't require me needing to redo anything. So I'm gonna play like a coward because we are really close to the point where I get my safety, but not quite there. And I would like to not redo that cutscene for the obvious reasons that it took a while to do. Please save. So our goal is to hit level 7 in this mansion. We're pretty much gonna get it. It's just a matter of timing, really. If we over level, it also doesn't really matter. Just minimum level 7. After that, it's just safety. Which may or may not matter at all. Oh, do I gotta read the book again? Okay, it just opens. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say, hopefully you don't go through that whole cutscene again. So this is kind of a scary fight. So before I advance the dialogue, I'm gonna explain what's happening. If things go well, we're gonna get 4 front attacks in a row. If things do not go well, I will be very sad. So essentially, we're about to be ambushed by 4 enemies. My goal here is to basically lock the enemies from moving. So I'm gonna go, I believe it should be upper left, upper right, bottom right. And hopefully the enemies do not do something crazy. Hopefully. We'll find out though, chat. That's why I did the safety save. Well, well. Hello there. Well, you have something nice with you. A bright, shiny stone, like the one I have. I want that one too. There's great power in it. Oh, I did that slightly wrong. I needed to go left one more time. Let's see if I get punished. I did not get punished. We're fine. I didn't get punished. We're fine. I need to be very careful with the run movement. I keep overshooting slightly. Okay. Here's a lot of XP coming our way. I ended with 27 seconds, so I got 0.3. Okay, good. Okay, never mind. We're back on track. They're not moving. I don't want to see them move. And as you saw, chat, if even one of them attacks me, I die. We saw that was established earlier in the playthrough. Good. I don't want to see what they do if I leave them alone for too long, so we're just going to kill them like this. Now, I believe the items are predetermined. I believe the bottom left one is a repair. Indeed. I can see what these are. Cure, don't really need it. Got another cure, don't really need it. Got another cure, don't really need it. That would make more sense if we were using normal robot builds, so I can scrap those for cash if I really need to. Hey, did you destroy them all? Oh well, I'll look it over this time. But you can't give up. Alright, since it's useless in here, let's equip some smokes. You're still here. I mean, good timing. He's wounded. We hope us look for his dog. The dog has his medicine. Ever since I saw him, you must look for his dog. What do you mean, ever since I saw him? What do you start a sentence like that for? Haven't we met before? Are you Mickey? You look like your father. I'm Flavon. I know your father. I went part way with him. Ouch! I was being chased by the hackers and bumped my hip. Would you help me look for my bag? My dog probably has it. A white dog named Parsley. Parsley's a little white dog with a pack on his back. Yes, you just told us that. He likes shiny things. He'll come to you if you show him something bright. Okay, that's actually plot relevant. Step on the switch. This might be fine. Okay. We defeated the Ho-Ohs. That's the enemy I was worried about. That's why we picked up the axe, by the way. I didn't mean to get into that combat encounter, but we're here. We got it front on. So it's not a mistake if we don't die. We hit level 7 a little earlier than expected. The problem is that I have the axe equipped, so I can't upgrade it now. There should be another place I could do it here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be changing our stats regardless here. I mean, I guess I could get safety speed. I'll take safety speed for now. We're gonna be changing that later. So that way we have a small chance of evasion. I think chat would agree. Any safety is probably good. So we can't take that because the other switches up. As long as we run directly at the enemy, it doesn't matter. Can't tell them, but there's something suspicious. Okay, so we need to come back here when we have a light source. So that way we could see the wall. Now we've come up through the well, and that means I can take a safety save, chat. I'm absolutely gonna do it here. As chat understands, I would like to not game over. I will be saving a lot less once we get to the next part. Welcome, sir. I'm the master of the hall. Count Prinky is my name. Anyway, sir, there's a white pest in this room. What a bother. Would you bring that white pest into this room? We're gonna say sure. Oh, I'm indebted to you. Well, come in. Gee, chat, there's a white pest. My white dog is a white dog that is white in a dog. Yeah, pretty much we had that going on there earlier. So anyway, dog goes wolf. So if you remember, they said that it'll look at shiny things. If you remember, the stone was described as shiny. Let's go ahead and use the stone now. Bow wow. Downwards we go. White pest that is white and also a pest, dog-like pest that is white and a dog, pretty much. So we're gonna ignore these encounters. We take this one, it's fine, it's just bonus XP. As long as I just hit them on the front, I don't care. That's all I care about, chat. Just whatever. If we level again, doesn't matter. I can always compensate that later if I really need to, but I don't think we do. Bow wow goes the dog. You're terrific. Thanks to you, he too is saved. Oh, you brought parsley, I'm saved. Well, back to work. The hackers are up to something in this mansion. What is their goal? I have to find out what it is. Well, Flavon, take care. Mickey, hurry up, go. Just kind of bumbled around, that was kind of funny. Is she gone? Good. At last we can talk calmly. Mickey, do you know of the Tetron stone? Did your father tell you? Your father was looking for the stone. But somehow the hackers found out he was looking for it. We'll talk more later. Now Tetron has to be found, before the hackers do, quickly. Ouch. My hip is still... Mickey, you go on without me. I'll give you this light so you can find your way. Take it easy. We received the light. Believe it or not, chat, this item has actually only one mandatory purpose in the entire game. And it was that suspicious wall I looked at earlier. I'm going to the room near the West Hall to take a little break. You can find me there. I'm so ashamed. Oh. So I might as well equip it for now. Doesn't really help me with exploration because I can already kind of see. As I mentioned before, I am just going to take the combat XP. I'm not going to bother dodging this enemy. We're playing it ultra safe. If I have to get more levels later, so be it. So essentially, the goal with our level ups is we need to get to 49 charge, 99 power, 99 speed. Every other stat point beyond that does not matter. Well, not true. The final boss cares a little bit about our health, but every other point I've mentioned is correct. Checked out the crack in the wall. There's a hidden passage on the other side. Yeah. Now we've activated this. I could go to the bottom right to get the scrap, and I think I will. I think it's a scrap. Ooh, I delayed that dialogue box to dodge that encounter. I wanted none of that, chat. That time I did it properly. That's what you're supposed to do. So now I scrap 3, which I could use if I feel like it. Well, I'll determine later. Oops. Take our safety save. Okay, so our money total is also a little weird, but we could sell all the weapons we've been picking up, I think, to get to the cash total we need. And I picked up some extras here, so even though we bought extra smokes, I can also junk some cures if I really need to. Sir, thank you for taking part. Have you looked at the well? Look at the source of light. The road will open up. In front of it, your friend waits to be rescued. You need some. You could go in this room and use what Rask left behind. Sir, the dolls bear watching. They have a strange power and bring misfortune. Why, how ominous of you. The dolls are watching. What happens if I go here first, out of curiosity? I think I need to go there eventually. I dodged that encounter, so for that fight, I probably just want to put the smoke on. I don't want anything to do with what was in that room. Alright, so here's the R&D lab. So I went here a little early, which is not useful to me yet. We'll come back. We'll come back. So all I needed to know is where the R&D lab is. So it's here. Cool. So we'll come back once we get more money and or more items to sell. But there's also something I want to do with the R&D lab, so it doesn't help me to go here too early. Wonderful Life Volume 3 by Count Brinky. Rask is finishing building the clock tower. He did a great job. The top floor he put a blonde-haired doll that's coordinated with the movement of the clock. I gave the name Mamorana to the doll. Igor just scowled. That was rude. Rask wants me to hide a stone in the mansion. Oh well, no sense writing it. Oh, man, I don't like that. I wasn't holding forward there in my defense. Just unfortunately, your character has like a minimum distance he has to go, as I'm finding out. Ooh, didn't escape. Just kill him. I prefer not to get more XP if I don't need it. That's fine. Give me 240 gold. You know what? Now I'm no longer upset. We're good. More safety gold. Let's see. I don't really care if I level or not, so I might as well just level. So we have the R&D station that I need to go back to anyway. I'm not planning to use it to craft. I actually need the functions of creating a robot at the other place, so no matter what, I have to go back the way we came at some point. Let's explore the mansion a little bit. Oh, he's not here yet. Okay. Let's see if there's anything in here. Found another repair. Nice. 500 gold. Nice. That'll help us out in a little bit. All right. Let me just consult my notes real quick. Where am I looking to go? I don't have where I go here. I think I need to go up first. I got baited. I just wanted to read the book. I don't want to deal with you, so we're gonna smoke out of here. So running low on smoke, so sadly I need to go buy more. I wanted to read the book for plot reasons. Like, just to learn a little more. So I think this area is optional. This is the library they mentioned earlier. So just got other stuff. I would like to see if there's a plot book in here. No. Maybe that lone book was the thing I need to read to get more about the inventor's friends. I could kill this guy to make less enemies in the room, which might make sense to me. I'm looking to see if we could get the Prinky's Diary, which is not necessary for the run to complete, but I just like to do it. Do you know what I mean? I like to get a little more plot if we can. So you're gonna spawn again. Got another cure that I don't need. Wonderful Life Volume 4 by Count Brinky. There are many mysterious things in this land. With my body gone, I just kept writing. I couldn't hide Rast's stone in there. I can't rest thinking about that evil thing. Rast said the boy would come to pick up the stone. I wonder if he'll be able to defeat it. I want this enemy to go away from me, chat. Do you go... Okay, that's fine. Do you like me manipulating the enemy position? That's gonna be really hard to get by. I'll go for it here. Oh, Inventor Friend level 9. Alright. So the game thinks I should be about level 12, if I'm reading that correctly. Because we had 9, 11, I think maybe 112 in there. We're level 7, as a reminder, chat, so we are hilariously underleveled. I did not write where I needed to go. I think I need to go here. I'm looking, I think, for a switch. Out of the way. Oh, never mind. We were just in this room. I need to go further then. So I think we need to find Mint, and then I need to go back to the R&D room. Preferably without fighting this thing, but it's not cooperating. There we go. Oh, the jukes. The jukes, chat. The jukes. No. Oh. Time is displaced in this house. My master's so upset about it he can't rest. The mysterious power in the stone hidden in the doll. Mickey found sword 2. Oh. I don't think this is where I have to go. But that's fine. I did not know about this room. I found Master trying to sleep, the clocks are wrong. So where do I have to go? Maybe I have to go up along the upper path? My notes unfortunately did not cover the route for this area. It covers everything after this point. It's not this specific part. Just looking for a door. There's the doll. So I believe this just led me to the entrance, right? It did. Alright, let's go save. And give me a moment to reorient myself. Okay. So we made a save. Give me 1 second as I just determine where to go. Just looking at a map real quick. I think I need to go... Once I'm in here... Alright, so I'm gonna go back inside because I gotta go back slowly to where I was before. I'm basically just looking for where... Oh, I forgot to do something. Oh. That explains it. My bad, chat. I overshot the entrance. I saw... Well, we explored the mansion if nothing else, so I don't have to do that later. That's fine. Actually, that's good. Then I can just go straight to the plot points. So, I believe when we were in the well, there was another path I didn't take. Like, we used the switch, but I didn't use it again. Also, I could technically go back and see what the other scrap is. Well, let's go see this for completion's sake. I've been skipping items. This one's easy enough to get. Gotta clean, not worth it. Anyway, let's proceed. Ho-Oh is there, get trolled. Yeah, and it doesn't matter as long as I go first. Everything is just leveling I don't need to do in the future. Try to run by you if we're allowed. Okay. I need to remember there's a minimum distance the game makes you walk. I definitely was holding up, but because I was holding right slightly before that, it forced me to take that big step there. Need to get used to the movement in this game. So anyway, I think what I needed to do... I hit the switch, but I forgot to actually go this other route, I'm pretty sure. So that was an oops. I think I forgot to go up here. Breaker room entrance. Yeah, there we go. We're on track again. Really, I saw them. Dolls were walking. I hear voices, but no one is there. Saw a man wearing a black cloak suddenly disappear. The other vampire guy was saying you need a light source to reach your friend. I forgot we didn't do this event. My bad. Soldier says, even the guards are scared out of their minds. As a joke, the breaker was flipped and they cried. Wait, Zizan, all this talk is scaring me. Cut it out. Alright, so they're on edge. So let's use the troll horn. Wah! Nice and simple. That's why I got confused. These two rooms are linked. Oh, makes sense now. Makes sense. Alright, so let's go over here and we'll understand. So they mentioned the breaker scares the guard. See what happens if we try entering. Door is closed tight. So you can see the guard is guarding Mint. We need to talk to Mint in order to advance the plot. So let's advance dialogue here. Wait, what are you doing here? What are you up to? Pipe down. Found what we're looking for, we'll leave. Just stay calm. It's hard to work with kids like you about. This mansion is very strange. Scared of ghosts? What a wimp. Just be quiet. Why do I have to guard such a pest? Well, time to spook him. There he goes, chat. Just flick the light a few times. Easy. Let's talk to Mint now. You're still here? What? That was you who flipped the breaker. Indeed it was. Right, chat? Indeed it was. Oh, we have to do something. They're looking for Parsley. He took their key. We find Parsley, we'll know what they're up to. I have to look for Flavon. Flavon! Fortunately, we don't need to worry about that yet. Oh, she's gonna make me watch her walk out? Nice. So he already said he was on the West Wing. That's why I got confused. I was looking for him earlier, so my bad. Should have wrote cleaner notes for myself. We're just gonna go ahead and slowly make our way there. Stay on the right side of the room. We're gonna go back to where we were before. We're gonna make a hard left. And equip a smoke just in case. Oh, I think I didn't wait long enough. Oh no, that time I did. Yeah, I used it properly. I was so worried. Took a fight here, but that's fine. Easy kill. So our money total is 3,100. Did I miss gold somewhere? I think I did somewhere, chat. Which is not a huge problem, but somewhere in the run I should have had like another 500 gold. Not sure where I missed it. But that's okay, that's why we got safety items. If I happen to forget where one of the things are, shouldn't matter. Now he's here. Okay, Gramps, where did the dog go? Tell me right now or you'll be sorry. You'll get in trouble. That's crazy, huh? Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'll show you pain. This is gonna hurt. Nice. Oh well. On the plus side, chat, our picking up bonus items actually mattered. I would have been, I think, 500 gold shy. So somewhere I missed a 500 gold drop. But it's okay. So I'll tell you anything you want to know. What's your objective? I'll overlook this mistake. Let's ask what the objective is. I am the hacker Commander Blackmore. I ordered the Tetron Stone to be found. Don't know what happens after that. Oh, I'm sorry. We said that ourselves. Sorry. The boy is claiming to be Blackmore. I didn't recognize you. That was painful. It was a close call. I'll tell you anything you want to know. Is that right? Well, please step over there. Should be good. I'm saved. We could talk later. Right now, just look for Parsley. Seems you have taken the clock tower key from them. Maybe there's a connection between Tetron and those guys. Parsley hides what he finds. I could talk to him. He could tell me where he put it. He can learn how to make relay. So yeah, I missed some gold. Oh well. That's what I get for not having cleaner notes. But on the plus side, we still have everything we need to make the other robot. So remember, chat, I picked up one extra weapon, and because we had sword 2, I think we picked up earlier. There we go. So I have sword 2. I'm basically gonna sell literally everything for money. So if I didn't have all the money I needed, we could get there. So we'll take another fight in case we get more safety items. I think I need literally 3,000 and then everything over that is... Okay, chat, this is the final time you'll probably be naming something. So good luck. He's gonna be ultra tanky. That is the intent of this character. Chat in deep contemplation. Yeah, I think from our goal standpoint, I'm just looking about pacing reasons. So because I'm reading the dialogue, we added about 30 minutes already. We definitely spent a lot of time naming the characters. That I expected. I'm looking to see if there was another point where I missed the 500 gold. So I'm gonna check real quick as chat decides. Maybe I can spot where it was. Yeah, we ended up picking an extra weapon, which I think also kind of compensates. So between picking up shot 2 and that other sword, it makes up for the 500 gold, but there was probably an easier way to get it. Smite 2, Tankus, Wall, Blockman. Well, I don't think he's really going to be smiting much. He's going to be literally used in one battle legitimately. Otherwise, he's just going to be Tankus. I mean, you could probably name him Tankus. Tankus or Wall's probably fine. So we'll see what chat's ultimate decision is. I could smite me? Not quite. Oh well. I don't see eyeballing where the extra money was offhand. Probably just some hidden item I just forgot. I managed to get the 500 in town. That I remembered, but oh well. Hullum hit me. Oh no. That's what chat wants. Tankor, whatever you want. It's all for you to decide. Yeah, so fortunately we're almost done with the dungeon. I think what we'll do, we'll at least complete the dungeon, we'll take a break, and I'll try to clean up my notes a little for next time. Because I want to make sure I don't get lost, because this dungeon wasn't super confusing, but I just want to make sure that if I'm really not sure, I just have something lined out for next time. The upcoming boss will also be interesting. It could go either really well and be done very fast, or it could go super poorly. Call him Hit Me. Yeah, let's call him Hit Me. Sure, sure, sure. So essentially what we need to do is just escape this area. So let's name him Hit Me. So as I mentioned before, oh, it did not accept the inputs. That's fine. We could just go back in here. Now we'll potentially have to recolor the character. Let's improve Hit Me's guard. Slight menuing mistake there. As I said before, I want this character to basically never die. And this is a good progress towards that. So I think we'll also take a little bit of a side to let chat pick the color. So we'll probably be doing yet another cut here. So wish the chat luck as they decide the look of the character. So we've now selected our color, so let's proceed. So I think the only thing I need to enter is right. I'll call it Flurry. It's just our rapid attack button. I don't think I need anything else from this. I'm just double checking. Make sure I didn't miss anything from my set of notes. Yeah, I think that looks good. So all we need to do is basically leave here. So what'll happen is that this robot will take any damage for us in case I mess up my movements. So I'm feeling a lot more confident about the game. I could upgrade the shield on this one because we did pick up another shield. I could sell these weapons if I need to. Might make menuing easier. I'm gonna get rid of the sword. I don't plan on attacking with this thing for a while, but we can leave these here for now. Okay. So we have the relay built from earlier. I made sure that we did that. We look at the description. When you wear this, you could talk to animals. So we need this immediately, because we got to figure out where the key is. So if we go back outside, we can find Parsley. Oops. What? You can understand what I'm saying, Wolf? What key? Since you saved my master, I'll tell you something special, Wolf. Take a good look around this well. I'm pretty sure he hid it here. Mickey found the key. Now we need to exit the mansion to go to the clock tower. And we'll do a little save once we're done with that, just so we don't have to go through that movement again. If I die, it's not a huge deal at this point in the game, because now I could get revived by the other partner. However, I do need some revives for the boss. And we picked up a couple extra repairs, just in case we get really, really bad RNG. I'm hoping that it doesn't happen, and we have like a smooth transition. But you never know. Oh, that was such a clean room. Didn't even need the smoke. That was clean. Doesn't matter that we take this fight. If we over-level, it doesn't matter. There we go, nice and simple. Again, that'll just save me time in the future. There's maybe one other point in the playthrough. Oh, another repair, that's actually amazing. There's actually another point in the playthrough where potentially I do need to level specifically to save some time. Oh, I got side attack there. I should have waited a second, that was greedy. Please don't hit me. That's fine, that's why we have our partner here. Well, so much for that spare repair. Oh, I didn't escape. That's not good. Oh, goodbye, Smoke. We need to buy more of you later. I have 10 repairs? Wow, that's crazy. I think I only need about 7 at this point, just for clarity. But rip this spare repair. He got junked. I don't think I need cleans for the rest of the run, if I play correctly. Oh, I didn't even need to come down here. Oops. Forgot. I need to go to the right. Seriously? Please leave. There we go. This is fun. Oh well. So there's a little bit of RNG coming up to the next boss with their current level. Sadly. There's not really much I could do to remove it, due to our level being just hilariously low. But that's fine, we'll keep moving. So now that we're here, we could go in the clock tower. So let's go ahead and get the key. Use the key. We can come over here, hit the switch, opens the door. Go in a straight line. Go up the stairs. Avoid the Frankens. Got a cure. Avoid the Frankens. Go in the bottom left. Avoid the mummy, another thing we can't kill. I'd prefer not to fight this. Not entirely sure if I could kill it or not. I don't really want to fight it either way. He who gains time wins. He who loses it fails. Let's hit the switch. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Don't want to fight the mummy. The mummy is definitely one of the ones that's on the no way list. Let's fall down here. Step on a switch. Wait, what's up here? Interesting. So we found Min again. Do I need an item down there? Is this all I'm thinking about? I don't think so. So let's get the talk to animals back on, since we unequipped it earlier. Hey, get rid of this mouse. You speak mouse, don't you, Squeak? Well, I want to speak to her, Squeak. My little one is trapped in her bag. I'm so upset, Squeak. Let's talk to her again. What? There's a mouse in my bag? You say there was a mouse in my bag? Anyway, have you seen the strange dolls? There's a suspicious man following them around. Where can a mouse go in a confined space? You don't need this. Our first mouse follower. Mickey found a small hole, and we can't do anything with those yet. Oops, stepped up. Aim, please. Now I think we could go this way, so let's avoid the encounter. Whoa! Oh, that was like a no way. Alright, so I'm just determining. Taking a little breather here. I think I need to go back up. But I'm gonna take a safety save here. I think that went mostly well. Been really bad. Let's climb back up. Reset the enemy spawn. Come back through here. Now we could go this way. Don't want to deal with the mummy. Right, chat? Don't want to deal with it. Time is hard to find, but easy to lose. So I'm gonna double check my notes. Do I have to worry about my order yet? No. Not yet. Okay. So some of the bosses do require me to potentially lead with the other robot. I was just double checking ahead, but we're almost at the boss. So I believe everything is set up. I'm just double checking. I have Axe 2 equipped. I got my shield. Hit Me managed to also get a shield, which helps their survivability. Because being able to just straight up have a chance of guard is pretty huge. Because guarding in this game negates all damage. It's not even a partial damage reduction. So our odds of survival went up by a lot. But it'll basically do no damage. So let's go into the doll room. Look at them go, Chad. Tee hee. Welcome, Sonny. Mamara turned you into a doll too? But Mamarana is very busy. Get out. Uh-oh. They got turned into dolls, huh? Alright, so I think what we have to do is we need to try to get inside one more time and see if anything else happens. Or she's just gonna shove us out again. Back again, fool! Give up! You're no match for me, no one is! What? 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 A mouse? Oh, I can't beat mice! Mamarana! Squeak, squeak. Let's see what the mouse actually says. Thank you, mouse. It's in time, Squeak. You saved my little one. Thank you, Squeak. Look below the tower from over there. Squeak, there's ghosts shaped like dolls. Be careful. There you go. Down we go. Oh, I was just gonna straight up jump off. Okay, another item I didn't pick up. It's fine. Just need to go this way. Boss door. Can't do anything, but there is a switch over there. Let's go this way. Okay. So we're almost at the boss itself. Looking over my notes as I walk forward. Yeah. Okay. I found it. This is it. The Tetron is hidden in this doll. How come even with the translator, half the mouse's dialogue is still Squeak? It's the natural language. Sometimes it just wants to squeak. All good. Hey, idiot, it's not that simple. The stone hidden in my body is giving me a strange power. I can't give it to you. Stay here. You can join us later. Talk to him again, I guess. I can't move. So I guess we gotta prepare ourselves for the boss battle. Wish me luck, chat. Thought you'd come. Are you looking for the stone too? But don't try to fool me just because I'm a doll. I can change shape thanks to the stone. Now for the boss's true form. Marana is here, chat. It's actually a very annoying placement for the capsule. So I think I just go down and then all the way to the left. So essentially this little bug thing is going to be cloning itself and shooting lightning. I think I just guard. The mash attack. So ideally here, if it... I guess I'll move slightly further forward. Maybe about here-ish. And just guard again. I'm gonna hopefully get a back attack on the boss, but I don't think it's gonna cooperate with me. Yeah, I don't think it will. That's so unfortunate. I'm not sure why it didn't go further forward. Oh yeah, that's fine. Now I can get my back attack. So some enemies are resistant to run, and I think this is one of the enemies that is resistant, so it's actually better to single strike. Ooh, I'm not doing a lot of damage. I wonder if I forgot to do something. So I got hit there, or not. Apparently we dodged. We'll take that. It has a chance, it's RNG and how the boss attacks, but I think I'm hitting the real one because it hasn't disappeared yet. I think I'm gonna attack this one and maybe pop it. I mean, if I'm still somehow hitting the right one, this would be hilarious. It's not the right one. That's fine. I get a back attack on this one, which is huge. Alright, so the real one was up there. And it takes some damage here, I think. That's fine. Then we're gonna repair our other robot. This is fine, then we're gonna swap. And hopefully I can get another back attack here. Looks like I can. Oh, I managed to attack again. That's unfortunate. That's gonna waste some time. I was hoping it would clone there. It did not. So we always want to go below the boss wherever possible. This is fine. So that way the boss will hopefully go past us or put me in a position. Oh. It cloned into me. That's awkward. Hopefully the real one is the one that I'm about to strike. We'll see though. Ooh, I can't back attack. Oh no, I can barely. And boss fight over. Okay, that went mostly okay. I think we got a little unlucky with some of its movement, but it's still fine. So we hit level 10. So there's, as far as I know, there's no way to tell which one is the real one, just for clarity. I'm just picking at random. So that's what I was saying before, boss RNG. So it could have cloned and moved itself after a certain point. Yeah, I think that went fine. We only had a death, or 2 deaths. Sure. Right, chat? Like, okay, I'll take that. I don't care. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade. Smite was indeed smiting. Let's raise our speed a little bit more. And the rest, I think, will just go towards power. Oh, you know what? I didn't need the 3 energy there. I made a small mistake. I should have moved energy to 1 on that boss battle, because I get 1 shot regardless. So we're going to move those 2 points there and correcting that. I don't think it super mattered. I think we lost maybe 20 damage overall, but it was still a pretty fast boss fight. I'll take that. And then for our tank friend here, chat, why don't you just take 30 less damage from all sources? So it's got 40 HP. I'm basically not going to touch it. For now, anyway. And it's basically immune to almost all damage at the moment. So this is a pretty good backup for us. Double checking if there's anything else I need to do here. No. Nope. Don't need to do anything here. I could recycle a couple items just to make my menuing a little cleaner. Don't think I need any of these at this point. So we'll sell these just so that I don't have random things cluttering my inventory. So I don't think I need shot 2 ever again. Let's get rid of it. Okay. No, I could change form from being a boring doll, but... Make it receive stone 2. We're gonna take your life away. Take that, doll that gains sentience. And we killed her. She poofed. I can move. Thank you for saving me. That was a narrow escape. Tetron is the key. I was told that if I bring it, I could be the leader of the hackers, but I'm quitting the hackers and going to look for the simple life. Well, thank you. There he goes, chat. I heard that. An exclusive. A stone called the Tetron is the goal of the hackers. What a scoop. Go back and write an article immediately. How was it, Igor? He was a reliable kid. Sir, I'm shocked. I was having trouble with that doll, but finally this house will have the right time. I can keep my promise to Rask and rest. All he wanted was the right time, chat. Levon says, Mickey, excuse me. I've been looking for you. Thanks to you, my hip is fine. You found the Tetron? I had no chance to help, but old guys shouldn't intrude. Going back to Roko. I have to talk to you about something. At last, I've calmed down enough to talk. First, we have to talk about your father. Okay, Mickey, calm down and listen. A few days ago, your father and I left on a journey. We're looking for the Tetron. Oh, there we go, the Shimmer flashback, chat. Well, it's Dr. Akihabara. I keep saying it as one word. Dr. Akihabara and Flavon. It will take both of you to investigate us hackers. Or so he said. If you don't want to get hurt, you better come along quietly. Flavon, you run. I'll take care of him. What? I'm an inventor. I'm preparing a couple of things that would help at a time like this. Well, get back. It's dangerous. I could take care of them. I like how he's like, get back. I'm an inventor. I can help. Where are his robots, chat? Dot 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 from Flavon, chat. Oh no, the doctor's gone. If only he had robo buddies helping him. He must have been level 1, chat. Akihabara. Watch me invent a corpse. Yeah, that would be good. Much better than when he did. He basically did an explosion sound and lost off screen. While looking, I lost sight of your father. I couldn't find him. I feel that the Tetron he was looking for is the key to his whereabouts. Long ago, I went to the South Isle. There was a statue there with a strange stone embedded in it. Unfortunately, I never got to see it. Maybe it was a Tetron, I don't know. So we'll investigate the bookshelf. I'll buy a couple more smokes. I gotta be careful though. I've been traveling with Master. Now I'm settled in. Oh, the house that had no one answer. Are we in the upper right portion of the town? Remember that? There's a door we can enter. Oh, what does the dog say if I talk to it? I want to play. Will someone take me out? You took a dog to meet with the mayor? It's so easy to fool you. Don't you know? People have gotten free South Isle vacation letters in the mail. Well, I didn't get one. I don't think these things ever come to me. Let's talk to the old man briefly. Hey kid, I'll tell you something good. Oh yeah, we know about invincibility when we save. That's fun. Isn't Mint great? Hope nothing bad happens to her. Town office update. The lost children will return safely thanks to Mickey, the inventor from Roko. Now Mickey will receive a reward from the mayor. Hello, I'm Mint. Why exactly have so many hackers been here lately? One reason is clear. The Tetron stone is what they want, but no one knows what it actually looks like. Not much is known about the hackers, but I intend to continue gathering information about them. Everyone, watch this space. Mint, Rokoko reporter. Nothing new there. I'm gonna go in to explore the haunted house in the Forest of Illusion. On vacation in South Isle, Stella. Let's see if we got a vacation thing in the mailbox. Nothing's in our mailbox. That's unfortunate. Ring the doorbell. Talk to Carl. If Carl has anything new to say before we advance the plot slightly. Oh, it's you. Ezzy, my mother said I can't play. Oh, never mind. Alright, so let's sell a couple of our cures, because I really don't need that many. And we'll convert those into smokes, essentially. Let's get rid of maybe 5 cures. Oh, we can't do that here. Fine. Then I'll do 3 more smokes, just for now. I just want to make sure I don't run out later. Like, when I actually seriously need them. Take a look at our inventory again. Like, it looks like I have a lot, but you saw I go through them pretty quickly, because I'm bad at movement. So, let's see how it goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess that's okay for now. Let's head inside. Hello, Mickey. A letter came for you. Project Omega says, hey, Chad, I misread the game title and thought you were playing Robotrek. You know what? That is fair. I think growing up, I grew up with Robotrek, and I definitely thought this was related. It is nothing to do with Robotrek. Never played this SNES game. Good luck, high five. It's not bad. We're playing with quasi speedrun strats. My movement through the dungeon is terrible, but we're using some boss strats from those kinds of runs. Residence, invitation to tropical South Isle, setting sail from harbor. That's all it said. What's the matter, Mickey? We'll save. Do you have any new hints, or are you just going to tell us the same hint over and over? I'm just curious. The boat leaves from the harbor next to Roko. Need some rest. Why not go? Do you do anything other than advertise the game? Nope. Nope, it'll never have anything else, I guess. Enter friend level 3, learn how to make shotgun. Learn how to make sword 1, don't care about that. I'm looking for 1, it might be here. Learn how to make punch 1. There we go. I said at the beginning of the game, we were gonna come back for this one. Because I can read the other ones, I might as well as learn them. I don't intend to do much with them. You can see some of these are level 24 and above. So we're not gonna be seeing those for quite some time. Especially with the way that I'm avoiding combat. Anyway, we've added new recipes. So, I don't need to make punch 1 yet. Curiosity. Or my own understanding of the game. Punch 1 costs 200. Wow, okay. So we need to get some serious cash. Like, I use some on smoke, but I still need a lot more. So we're gonna have to be very careful with where we pick up cash. I need to make 9 punch 1s for later in the game. And by later in the game, I mean by the next dungeon. We have spare cure items to sell, but I don't think by that much. Which has me a little worried, as I said before. We did sell sword 2 to make up some of the cash loss. I think what we'll do, though, we'll take a break here. Before we go to South Isle, we'll take a break here. Continue our journey next time, since that's going to lead to a long series of dungeon stuff. Let's save. Let's talk about how we feel the session went overall. So I think from the standpoint of the game itself, still a little rusty with the movement. Hopefully we'll... I might practice just running around in circles, honestly, between stream sessions, so I could get used to, like, that minimum distance you go when you run. It's not like as soon as you let go, it stops. Like, if you're in the movement, you have to complete the movement. So some of that kind of throws off what would be more natural movement when we're playing these other SNES games at the same time. Other than that, I think we got decent luck on the other boss, so that saved us potentially, like, 4 repairs. So I'm kind of okay with that. We only used 2 repairs. I'll consider that a win. We have some spare items in case I happen to miss a gold drop somewhere, which I think we did do. But I think with sword 2 and shot 2, which I didn't need, I think for money, we basically caught up. Yeah, the boss straight up missing us twice, I think, was really huge. And the fact that it RNG selected which one to attack and it was in a way that didn't immediately punish us was really, really good. So we saved some future money. And if I really need to, I can junk a repair kit. I'd prefer not to. But ideally, chat, we need to get a total of 1,800 gold between now and the next time we're at a serious R&D station. And then we're gonna create the weapon that will literally carry us all the way to the end of the game. I kid you not, it's gonna be the only thing we use on bosses. And while we might use another weapon in overworld travel, we are going to be using the weapon I'm gonna make even on the final boss because it is that good. So we'll talk more about those mechanics, I think, next time so we can have them all grouped together. But otherwise, we got not quite all the way through my notes. I was trying to judge how long it would take with dialogue. We're maybe about a half hour behind from where I thought we would be, but we also did start like a half hour late. So I think that more or less makes sense with the note taking compared to time spent. So I'm mostly happy with how the run went outside of some gold purchase drops that I missed somewhere. But yeah, we'll get used to the game and we'll be playing more tomorrow. It is possible, if I really want to, we could clear the game in one more go. By the way, chat, I'm on the fence whether or not I want to do it. Obviously, I'll split the session if we come into that for the video standpoint. But yeah, we'll talk about that more later. So I think that's it for the recap. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to YouTube. So if you did watch to this point in the video or the VOD, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time.